Hello, I'm Emma Hammett from First Aid for Life and onlinefirstaid.com. Today I'm going to talk to you about whether it is safe for you to cover your pram, as there have been an awful lot of safety concerns around this and different advice. So I want to give you a really good balanced bit of information about this so you can make your own decision. And also top advice as to how to keep your baby safe in the sun, particularly in the sunshine. And most particularly if they are under 6 months. So every summer there are well publicised campaigns about the dangers of allowing babies and children to overheat in cars and buggies during the summer months. And sadly this does happen. And overheating in this way has even been implicated as a contributory factor with sudden infant death syndrome. So it is serious, and it is important that we do everything we can to keep our little ones safe in the summer sun. So the key advice is that babies under 6 months should be kept out of strong direct sunlight. Their skin is much thinner than adults, and the UV rays can cause sun damage in a very short space of time. And also babies are more susceptible to the heat. And so an increase in the temperature can actually mean that they can't adjust their body temperature as well, and it can make them unwell. So the two key important factors are overheating and sunburn. Now, if you're sunburnt at a young age, it's been demonstrably linked to a higher rate of skin cancer. And a US studies found that severe sunburn at a young age increased the chances of melanoma by 80%. So it's really important that we do protect our little ones and ensure that they are properly covered up, that babies are kept out of direct sunlight, which means that sun creams are not advised for young babies. If you have a look on any of them, it says it's not advised for babies under 6 months. Again, that's because of the absorption side of it, and some of the chemicals within the sun creams can actually or could theoretically be damaging to a baby's skin as well. So keep them covered up, keep them out of direct sunlight. Now that's easier said than done when you're a busy mum and you're out and about. So how do you protect your buggy? And what are these dangers of covering your buggy and allowing your baby to overheat? So the key thing is that when travelling with a baby in a pram, you need to have an adequate and safe cover that can protect your baby from the harmful UV A and B rays. It also needs to allow the air to circulate within it and have easy accessibility so that you can check your child regularly. So those are the important sides. The Lullaby Trust has warned that covering your buggy with blankets or big cloths and covers can lead to the air being trapped and cause your baby to overheat. They advise attaching a clip-on sunshade or a parasol to your buggy and checking your baby by feeling their tummy or the back of their neck. And they do sort of further reiterate how important it is to keep your baby out of direct sunlight. The issue with parasols is yes, they don't block the air circulating, however they only shade a small area. So as you're wheeling along, the shade will shift, which will mean that at some point your baby may well get exposed to sunlight, unless you're incredibly vigilant moving it around properly. So you have to be very careful to ensure that your baby is out of direct sunlight. The other thing is to make absolutely sure, if you are opting for a parasol, that it is UV resistant, because an awful lot of them aren't. What about muslin cloth? We've all seen people with clothes pegs on the top, just pegging a muslin nappy across the top of the buggy. Yes, it can allow the air to circulate. Again, it's not UV resistant. So although you're shading them, you're not protecting them from those harmful UVA and UVB rays. So the safest option is a Buggy cover made of UV resistant material, fully breathable, covers the whole opening, and the really good ones have a zip as well, which allows you to pop your hand in easily and check your baby on a regular basis. Ideally you're covering them in the car seats as well. When you're parking your buggy, ensure you park them in the shade, but also be aware that that shade will move. So you need to continually check that your baby's not in direct sunlight. And the key side of things is to keep checking them. Check that they're still in the shade. Check that your baby's not getting too hot. If they start sweating, feel their tummy. It should be warm but not too hot. If they start looking flushed, if they feel stressed, they are getting too hot. And keep out of the direct sunlight during the hottest time of the day. So try and avoid being out and about between at least 11 and 4, if at all possible. So that's Emma Hammett from First Aid for Life and onlinefirstaid.com.